Hey, folks.
Hello.
Dumping people.
There we go. Now my mic's working. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, as always happens. Welcome back to another Tuesday here on the Syrinscape channel. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, the adventure The Mound, an original adventure based on the H.P. Lovecraft story. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the first episode that's now up on YouTube. Just a reminder that those get uploaded every Friday to the YouTube channel. So if you miss it live, you can always catch it there. If you watch part of this, you can finish it over there. Tonight, we're going to pick up with episode 2. We'll do a little bit of a recap. We're going to roll some luck, and then we're going to jump into it. So let's start by doing a round table. Everybody introducing their characters, who they're playing, please. Starting with Tyler.
Well, I'm playing Dr. Lucy. Full name, Dr. Cecile Lucille Davenport, a scientist. And she's going to be checking out some biology and geology stuff and hoping to figure some things out and put her brain to use and make, I think we were getting like $25 or $50 or something like that, which is a lot of money in this period of time. So she's excited.
I think was there $50? I don't even remember what I offered.
It was
25 up front.
Oh, it was
25
50.
Yeah.
It was 50. I don't even remember what I offered.
So she's counting her bills, making sure all's in check, but she's otherwise good.
This is where I need to borrow your notes. I need to pull it up. Can I see your notes? How much did I tell you I'd pay you?
2,000.
$2,028.
Well, we would not be here.
They're pretty important.
You would just beat the guy up, the quest giver, and run away. You would just take 1,000 up front and run away. Awesome. Jeff, can you tell us about your character?
Sure. I am playing Nathan Freeport, a renowned Yale lawyer, class of 1908. He focuses on contract law. I'm playing the Brazen Bull, who is a escaped carnival sideshow. I don't want to say freak, but basically that's what he is. He's got like Hellboy like deposits on his head, and he's a big lumbering idiot. He conked a guy over the head and stole his train ticket, and now he's gonna get shot. So probably what's gonna happen to poor Bull, living a horrible life. But yeah, class of 1908. That's what I figured out.
Class of 1908.
Yep.
I love it. Okay, Melissa, can you tell us about Annie?
So I'm playing Annie Rasmussen. She is a mechanic from a farm in Omaha, Nebraska. She's good at machinery type things like driving and heavy machines and all of that kind of stuff. And rumor was we're about to ride horses, which is going to go horribly wrong.
See, I didn't say that, but I put the fear of riding horses in all of you.
Yes, you did.
So we'll see. I did. I just have to hint at horses, and then you're like, because I don't think, nobody put any points into that.
Yeah, it only has, it starts with like 5. I assume that good old Benji has some.
Do you?
I hope so.
Being from the frontier of Canada, why not?
I mean, I have moose riding. I don't have horse riding.
Please have a moose. Yes, please.
No moose.
Aww.
No. Aaron, can you tell us about Kaz?
Sure. So I'm playing Kazimir, Rhine, Kaz to his friends. He's a graduate of the fledgling Northwestern School of Psychology. Then he went and fought in World War I. Afterwards, he hooked up with some shadier professors and instructors and started studying parapsychology. He's a bit of an odd fellow, and he's very interested in finding out what's in this mound.
Yes. Indeed. And last but not least, our Canadian from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Benji Riverbee.
Yes, I think you have to swap me and Aaron on the overlay.
Okay.
I was just about to say that.
I can do that right now.
Yes, Benji Riverbee is a tall, looks like an adult version of the little boy from Up. Tall,
Yay.
just kind of really big cheeks, just kind of like a chubby person, but he has high spirits and Big Bertha, a giant shotgun that he is not scared to use. And he is on a quest to figure out if this lawyer is really a lawyer, which he's almost 99% sure based off the documents that he was able to steal.
You're leaving the door open.
That he's not a lawyer, but we'll see what transpires with that. And he's just here to be explorer, and he's a rogue too, so he's a little bit of a daredevil.
A rogue?
For Canadian. Yeah, he's a rogue explorer. That's his.
Okay. All right. I
I
see.
like it.
I see.
Yeah,
Do us Canadians proud.
I'll do my best.
All right. So what
Need some
happened?
A's
We're
and a
gonna do that.
boots.
We're gonna do luck. We'll do luck after this. But what happened last week? Okay, you all answered a newspaper clipping. Do I have the write up here in front of me? That what it said? Seeking adventurous types for Expedition Oklahoma. Sent credentials 4375 West Essex Road, Arkham, Massachusetts, care of Jacob Hurst. Only those with strong character and fortitude need apply. So you all applied, amongst others, as far as you know, and you were all accepted, with the exception of Brazen Bull, who just kind of showed up.
Whoa. Come on now. I've got a ticket.
You got a telegram back saying that you had been selected for the expedition. You were to meet in Oklahoma City on the 5th of September, and a ticket will be waiting for you at the booth in your name. You all arrived at various means at various times, but you all eventually found yourselves on the train with a Mr. Jacob Hurst, who is our financier of this expedition, and he spoke of this Native American burial ground that he encountered back in 22 when he was in the area on business. And he had heard all sorts of crazy tales about this thing, and one day he set out on his own to go get a closer look at it and do a little digging, and he found a strange little statue of Cthulhu while he was there, and it's kind of consumed him ever since. And that's why he's launched this expedition. I think that's the gist of it. Did I miss anything?
There's a rival expedition being led by A.W. Wyatt.
Yes, there is. The railroad tycoon. I don't know if I said
Yeah,
that last time.
I wrote that
did.
down too. I got that.
Yes. I had AJ Wyatt, but yeah, I think
It's
that's
close enough. Is that a football player? It sounds like. No? I don't know. I think that's it. And then you were given some details. You asked a few questions. You didn't have really a lot of answers. You're going to meet up. He wants to go meet with a gentleman by the name of Gray Eagle, who lives on the reserve near the mound there. He's ancient old man. He wants to kind of ask for his permission to go take a closer look at this thing. And you're going to stop in Union City. You're going to get some ponies, and you're going to ride the rest of the way to Bingham, and your supplies were supposed to be waiting for you when you got there. So he told you didn't need to worry about any of that nonsense. If you feel like you may have missed anything, but I think that's it. I think that covered everything. We're still on the train. We're pulling into Union City. So what we need to do at the top of every session now going forward is we have to roll luck. We are using Pulp Cthulhu luck and Pulp Cthulhu rules for this. So it means everybody rolls a D100 or roll your luck. Press luck on your character sheet. If you roll higher than your current luck score, you gain 2d10 plus 10 luck. If you rolled lower, you gain 1d10 plus 5.
2d10 plus 10?
Yeah.
2d10. This is pulp rules here, baby.
And the max is 100?
Max is 100. You can't go over 100.
And maxed out, baby.
Wow.
Oh, you rolled an 8? Who rolled it? Is that you, Aaron?
Yeah. So not only did I succeed, I also rolled really badly. So this evening could
Same
go
here.
sideways.
poor Lucy.
So Luke,
They got 76 luck now, so that's fine.
luck can be used for a variety of things, but usually it's used for just succeeding on rolls.
Mhm.
We can push rolls, we just never do it because the consequences are grave. So we just
They sure are.
we just use luck.
You really sold it on for us right there. I
Yeah,
totally
we-
want to push a roll now.
Push a roll, Jeff. I'm gonna run you over with the train.
The keeper's job. That's
right.
exactly what
Okay.
it is.
All right. Well, speaking of trains, let me get my Syrinscape going here, and let's. We're gonna be pulling into the station, if you will. You've been riding on this train. Where? There we go. Pulling into the station is the name of this track.
That's nice.
Ooh.
All right. So, I believe that Mr. Hurst, he kind of dozed off. He kind of sat at the window. He's been staring off into space every once in a while. He stares at this little statuette that he put on the table in front of him. And he was going to doze off for a little while. So that leaves the five of you to just kind of chat with one another. You can wander the train as it pulls in the station. You can explore a little bit. What do you all want to do?
So I think Kaz will walk up to Benji, but he's not looking at Benji. He's looking right at the owl. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
I think you're not like one of the bad owls. No. You're like Nick to me, yes. Minerva's owl. I'll call you Nick. You'll be a personification of wisdom. That's it. You're Nick, and I'm Kaz.
His name's Alf. You can't just change his name when I've already named him.
That's Nick, a personification of Minerva's wisdom to give us guidance.
I think Alf's uncomfortable with you being this close to him.
And Kaz is really close. He's like, oh. Well, all right. I wouldn't want to be too close to Nick. Everyone, have you met Nick, the owl?
His name says Alf, not Nick.
He claps Benji on the shoulder. It was wise of you to bring Nick along on the journey. It's Nick and his companion, Benji. Excellent.
I always thought of myself as the side character, so I'm okay with that.
What can I roll? This is not even roll, but just anyone looking at Lucy, or even the hair in the corner of the eye, anyone could probably see she's trying to stifle some laughter.
It could be, spot hidden. I don't know. Spot hidden.
What kind of shot?
Any of us
Farm
rolls, or-
rolls?
Yeah, if you, we're not
Okay, I'll
farming rolls here, but if
roll.
you
Hell
want
yeah.
to, you can out of the corner, because Lucy, you've had a very straight-laced demeanor, have you not? This whole time, that's why
Yes.
you're breaking character here. So,
Pretty true.
Kaz, you notice this Brazen Bull. You are completely oblivious. Annie, what has your attention with this?
Ooh.
With this massive failure? What are you fixated
Oh,
on
no.
right now? Oh, you're drawn into the glance of that statue. You too are locked in the gaze of this strange statue sitting in front of Mr. Hurst, and you can't peel your eyes off it. And you don't even notice what's going on around you. You're almost transported elsewhere as this thing sits there, and you get this strange, odd sensation emanating off of it, and you swear you hear like voices in your head.
Upon hearing that, I'm gonna try to turn to Dr. Lucy.
Yes.
So
Can you hear
if
it too?
hear what exactly? Seems like it's fairly quiet. Have, perhaps is the owl making noise?
Oh no. Well,
Okay.
maybe you're not meant to hear it.
And she kind of
No.
like a little glint goes in her eye, and she pulls out her notebook, and she's like, "Tell me about what you're hearing."
So I describe the voices that I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's almost chanting in unison. It's multiple voices. You swear it was in the cart with you.
I'm
Oh
gonna
wow!
just for the fun of it, can I roll listening?
Sure.
Ooh, I'm gonna do that too to see if I'm like, okay, let's see.
It's just disembodied voices. You swear you figured everybody in this train, all 6 other people, or I guess 5 other, for Mr. Hurst and the 4 others, were chanting something, and you kind of like nodded off, and you're not sure if it was a dream or what. Lucy, you passed on your listen roll, so what are you listening for?
I'm listening for any weird noises because Annie seems pretty adamant that there's noises. And Dr. Lucy said they were friends, and this is what friends do for each other.
The only weird noise or strange noise you hear is Nick the Owl regurgitating a pellet in the corner.
Not Nick!
From the last mouse it ate.
Oh, okay. She's like that is a weird noise. Yes. She then decides to try to pull Annie's mind elsewhere, where she will say, so it seems like you are interested in school in some capacity. Is there something that you would have wanted to do? I'm sure that after this, could figure out something.
Seeing the world, I would say, just studying the cultures and places of the world. There's so many things out there, so many things to see.
Well, as you can see, science will take us many places. I'm sure we're gonna get to find many mysteries about the world.
And Annie will start humming whatever chanting it was that she was hearing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's just it's almost like monks chanting. That's what it sounded like to you.
Dr. Lucy is like writing down what it sounds like. Like this.
Why don't you make me a psychology roll there, Dr. Lucy?
Oh, I can do that.
She is clinically insane.
I will spend the luck.
The 3 luck?
Yes.
Okay. So you spend the 3 luck, and yeah, Annie is like, everything's genuine. Like, you're looking around, like, you've tried to listen. You don't hear any voices. You find this rather odd. But Annie's demeanor and what they are saying, they fully believe that they heard these voices and this chanting in this train.
Dr. Lucy will she kind of like leans in close to Annie. I mean, unsure if anyone watching, I guess, but she would kind of whisper and say, I hope that I get to hear the same song that you are hearing or chanting as you've described. But for right now, I'm unable to. The next time you start hearing it, please do let me know.
Oh, I hope you can. It's beautiful.
Oh, well, now I'm a little jealous of you.
With that, Hearst kind of snaps too and goes, "Wait, you heard that also?"
I did, and so I'm gonna hum and wait for like a hum back from him.
He looks, kind of cocks his head, he nods. It's begun. Very good. I see we're at our destination. Shall we go get our horses?
Horses?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure we should just table the crazy talk that was just happening, or just completely ignore it.
What do you speak of?
I mean, she's saying she's hearing sounds, and I mean,
Well,
Alf
same
would have
as-
definitely perked up if you heard something, and he's just sitting there throwing up in the corner. So clearly, nothing's going on.
Our employer also hears the same thing, and so I mean,
He also said he had crazy dreams of creatures beyond this world or something. So I'm not sure he's like a really reliable source of sane.
Well, sir, I've spent my life listening to machines and different things, and I can hear subtle differences between, something that you might not necessarily be able to hear. So I see no reason why you can't trust my hearing. This is something I've worked on over the years.
All right, I'm just gonna go ride my horse with Alf away from you.
That's Nick.
Well-
Nick, don't let him get too far away, Nick. We've got to keep you near.
Are you sure we don't have a truck or something waiting for us?
No, we have to go over land. We can't use a truck. There's no roads to Bingham.
Well, I mean, okay.
This will be an adventure. Has anyone ever saddled a horse before? I know I haven't.
Hurst raises his hand. Looks
Yeah,
around
as
the
a kid
room,
one
sees he's
time.
the only one.
I had
have
to
not-
wrestle one once, but no, never rode one.
Lawyer wrestling a horse? What brought that on?
It was a fraternity thing, initiation.
Was it really?
I don't. Well, wow. I've heard crazier stories, so okay.
Yeah, I'm not the one who's hearing things. Okay, so
This is
the hierarchy of crazy. I think I'm like square in the middle.
She's like,
And he's
well,
quite
there's something wrong
offended.
with crazy.
By all of this crazy discussion. This is just a well-tuned ear, and you all are you're just jealous because you just haven't heard it yet.
She says it. I do hope to hear that noise sometime. I'm sure I will. Just have to figure out what exactly it is.
And he looks at you and he goes, "Can you replicate it one more time?"
Annie will hum it back again.
Yep, that's it.
Does Kaz recognize anything about it? Any kind of occult relevance to it, or?
This would be a Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah, no. Nope, you're not getting me that easy.
This would be Cthulhu mythos. He goes, I first heard it when I witnessed the blue orb at the Mound. It's the first time. Odd that it happened to you here on the train. But let's go get our... That's right. Yes, you can hear the people are getting off the train, and the whistle just notified us that we should be going ourselves before they head to their next station. We must go to TF Milgram and Sons. That's where I have arranged for some horses for us to head out to Bingham, collect your belongings, and let's go saddle up, as they say.
Let's do it. Hey, Miss Rasmussen, as we're headed out to the horses, do you know how to write music? Do you think you could actually write out this tune that you heard so that it could be replicated by others?
I've spent quite a bit of time at the local church. I could give it a shot.
That would be wonderful. I would very much love to have that for my notes. I mean, for my book. You understand. That is with your permission to be able to put it in the book. I will definitely reference you in the footnotes. That was
Sure,
Annie Rasmussen. Yes.
Yeah, probably not while riding the horse, because I'm going to have to focus on riding the horse, because I think I'm going to fall off. But after we're done riding the horse, then I might be able to write it for you.
That is so wonderful. Thank you so much. And that was Miss Rasmussen or Annie. Which do you prefer again? I forget.
Annie's fine.
Annie it is.
Very good. Let's collect our belongings and head off to Milgram and Sons, shall we?
Lead the way.
You disembark the train. You're in a very busy station. It's nothing compared to Oklahoma City, where you just came from, but it is still quite busy. There are quite a few people getting off here at Union City, and your belongings are waiting for you beside the train. I'm going to click over here. Bear with me as I...
Benji is going to be writing a little note, and he's going to fold it up and put it in Alf's talons. And Alf is going to fly over to Bull and then kind of just drop the note on his kind of in his breast pocket of his suit, I imagine.
Sure. This owl takes off and glides across the train station. People are aghast. Someone shoot that damn thing! Get rid of that pest!
It's not like it's... I didn't realize Bull was a mile away from me.
Oh, this is a large owl that's taking flight.
Yeah.
You see there are ticket takers and various people who work here, and they're just trying to swat at it.
Kaz is yelling. Kaz, leave Nick alone. He is a sacred animal. Nick is a divine.
His name is Alf.
Wisdom
I'm
personification.
so confused how he got renamed.
It'll be okay, Nick. Just stay close to Benji until we get out of here. He's your perch.
So yeah, Bull will take a look. He'll freak out first, like, what the hell? What? Bird, why are you getting close to me? Well, and then we'll fumble around and find the note.
Can you read?
Can he read? He's got
I
the education.
didn't think about that.
He went to Yale. Come on. Can he read? I would say yes. He has base level literacy, considering some in my mind, because he had like friends at the carnival and stuff like that. So I think he can read. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what does the note say?
It says, "I know you're not a lawyer, Alf."
Okay. So I will look over at Benji.
The Benji's not looking at you, but the bird is.
Oh, the bird is? Okay. I'll try to pet Alf or like ruffle his feathers or something like that. Something to try to win him over. I'll just try to like be nice to him. Like, that's a good owl. Good job. I know you're just doing your job.
Yeah, I don't control Alf.
Yeah. So yeah, I would try to do that. I'm not sure if you want me to roll an animal handling because
Oh, God,
I
please
am
don't
terrible
make
at
me-
that.
bird
Yeah,
fly
make me an
away.
animal handling roll, please.
I am horrible at this.
As you approach it, you're unsure with yourself and what you're doing, and
Can spend
and
luck.
Nick kind of
I
rears
am
back a
gonna spend
little,
the
and its
luck.
eyes go wide as you approach.
His name is.
I am going to spend the luck to get Alf on my side.
But
yeah.
you kind of stop yourself. You reach out a little too fast at first, but you stop yourself at the bird rears back, but you put your hand gently on its head and stroke its feathers, and
Clever boy, aren't you?
it seems to warm up to you. I wouldn't say friendly, but it's not biting your finger.
It's a good start. Okay, well, you can go on back to your master now, or whatever, friend, acquaintance, whatever you are to each other. I don't judge. You go. No, go. Just trying to like get it like off the shoulder or wherever he is. Benji, can you get Alf away from me, please?
Oh yeah, no problem. He'll run over and grab Alf.
Okay.
You'll see that you've read the letter, and he just kind of winks at you and then walks away.
And I will have like the biggest shit-eating grin. Sorry for my language, but like just a little kind of grin come up, and then I'll just shrug.
If anybody wants to spot hidden, they can watch this encounter.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I will offer to carry the bags of
He just wanted you to admit it. See, you admitted it. That's all I wanted you to do.
I'm not going to do it publicly.
Well,
I want that money.
All right, so you saw the bird fly over. Annie dropped some sort of note. Kaz, you did as well. And Mr. Freeport read it, looked over at Benji, gave a little wink, smile, and that was it. So you watched this exchange. It's rather odd, but you saw that a note was passed.
And
Kaz
I
is
will
just writing notes in
graciously
his journal.
Okay, I was just gonna graciously offer, because I don't have any bags. I have my wrapped up canvas of beans and things, and so I'll offer to carry anybody else's like if they have travel cases or suitcases or something like that. I will gladly do that. Yeah,
Lucy's already just like sees it happening and just puts it on. She's like, "Thank you."
Happy to help. Happy to help, Doc.
Yeah.
Happy to help.
All Brazen Bull
Let
has
me
is a stick with a sack tied to the end of it.
That's the whole thing. That's what he's got. Just
It's like,
Annie sees this
let me
note-
know if you need anything.
Annie sees a note passing and just thinks like maybe they were just sort of putting on a show earlier when they were arguing, and maybe they actually get along better. And so that's going to be Annie's assumption, not knowing the content of the note. And I'm like, interesting.
Kaz assumes that Nick is looking for a new home and is asking the lawyer to be his new traveling companion. But Kaz is slightly crazy, so
Sure.
No, no way.
All right, so you grab your belongings, Mr. Quick, we should get going. If you remember, you set out today, and the train left around I believe it was 10:30 a.m. from last session, if my memory serves me correctly, and it was only an hour or two from here, so you do have all day to travel over land to get to Bingham. So we must hurry. We won't make it today. We'll have to camp under the stars tonight. And we'll get
that's
there
my
tomorrow.
favorite.
Okay.
well, that's all right.
Just kind of look.
I spent a lot of time in the trenches, so I think under the stars that'd be okay as long as nobody's shelling or no gases or well, never mind. But yeah, outside, nice.
Yeah, we're far enough away from the mound that nothing strange should happen to us tonight, hopefully.
Well, that's too bad.
Should.
Should.
It's a lack of confidence in that statement.
Well, you never know around these parts. I do have this thing, and he points at his bag. It kind of attracts unwanted attention sometimes.
Couldn't we just leave it or something? Or
No,
Or
Why
let
does it
someone
even-
else carry it.
it's priceless.
Perhaps.
but why would you bring it to?
Why not?
Do we do what?
Would you
what's its
leave
purpose?
such a item of magnificence in your home when you left?
Just
For
looks
someone
like
to
an
take?
octopus face.
Like in a safe or something, if it's
Well-
worth so much.
Yeah, exactly. But at least we have your points over to Benji. Your shotgun. That should prove useful if we need to.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
And you guys, at that point, you see Kaz has pulled out a Mauser pistol,
Oh,
and he just puts it and it pulls out a holster, puts his Mauser in his. He goes, of course. I mean, we're on an adventure. Of course, you have to go armed, right? Am I right, Benji?
I agree. Explorers are always armed. You never know what danger might be afoot.
Indeed, I expected you all to come packing.
Wow, what a modern term.
to come equipped with
Back in the heat.
with a firearm.
I mean,
There are coyotes and wolves out there, and snakes on the way
Well,
out there.
I'm a doctor, of course. I even of medicine. Also, I of course did not bring a weapon. I cannot take. I've saved my oath.
Well, maybe we should grab one before we head out. Like I said, we have to camp under the stars, and there's many things out there, natural, of course, that could attack us.
I got a knife you could borrow, maybe, if you want that.
So if you can do without it, then sure.
All right, he'll hand it to you.
She takes the knife and looks at it. I assume it's like is it in a sheath?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then she takes it and goes over to Bull and is like, I need my bag.
Okay. So I'm starting to drop it down. Here we go.
Thank you. And she just zippers it open, and Bull, you would be able to see, being the one who's right there, just like a whole lot of medical looking equipment and some even some liquids in there that you're not sure what they are, but they're there. And she hits it and puts it right on top, zippers it back up, and she's like, okay, thank you.
Okay. It's like for celebration, drinking and whatnot, lots of colorful little liquids in there.
Oh, do not drink those. They're solution. So that I can put if we find any particular rocks, we'll put it in it, and It should react a certain way if it's of a certain type of rock.
So, okay, you're gonna
It's-
dunk
it's-
rocks in water.
And
colorful
yeah, and
stuff.
he's a lawyer, and you're definitely a geologist.
She just looks over. She's like, "Yes, yes, I am." And I'll do a roll of my science geology and succeed.
So you're just gonna spew some jargon at
Yeah,
Benji
about like the type of literally the exact type of if we're outside, we're getting our horses, so the exact type of rock we are standing on, or
the type of rock, the minerals found in the ground here in this part of Oklahoma, in this part of the country, in this part of the United States of America.
Yeah,
which means nothing to Benji.
She'll take.
I'm not from here, so I don't know what you want me to take from this. You know, in Canada, we just got one rock. That's all you need in Canada. One rock.
Well, and she basically opens the bag back up, takes the solution, like pick up a rock and drop it in, and she's like, "Well, this isn't a bad kind of rock. It's not doing any fizzing."
Oh my god, you're so convincing! Oh my goodness.
Mr. Hearst is kind of watching. Goes, I think we are losing daylight, and we should probably get going. We could talk about rocks on the trail.
Yes,
the dusty old trail.
And she tries to get up on a horse.
And he's traveling rather lightly. He's just got like a little handbag with him that he's brought along. And yeah, you guys make your way. He shows you through the city. It's pretty busy. Hustle bustle. There is the odd automobile here or there, Annie, but it's mostly horses and wagons and carriages out as you get further out of Oklahoma. It is 1928 though, so there are some cars here and there. But not quite as many as you get this far out. And you make your way over to T.F. Milgram's and Sons, where you are greeted by a man with a push broom mustache. He's got short, parted down the middle, light brown hair. He's wearing an apron, and he greets the group of you. What can I do for you? And Mr. Hearst says, "Oh, we're here. I'm Jacob Hearst. I have 8 horses put aside for us." And he goes into his little bag and he pulls out a piece of paper and hands it over to him. And the man looks at it and goes, "We got no horses here for you." He's, what? No, we got no horses. Hold on. And he goes back. He goes inside the building. He comes back out and he hands Mr. Hearst some money. It's a full refund. No horses. Sorry for the trouble.
Wait,
What happened to all your horses?
As Mr. Hearst, attorney, you had a contract with him for Mr. Hearst. Was it 9 horses? How many horses was it?
It was 8. 8 horses.
It was 8 horses. And did you give him any prior notice to a lack of inventory of horses?
No. It's just the circumstances have changed.
Well, you just broke a contract that was duly agreed upon without giving one of the parties notice. Therefore, the other party, the aggrieved, is the due compensation.
Do you want to make a law roll?
Okay.
How about an intimidate roll?
I mean, I feel like I'm intimidating him with law, though, Matt. So.
Perhaps a hard intimidate or harder one.
All right, a straight law roll or a hard intimidate. There you go. I like that.
I'll roll law. I'll roll. That's fair.
I like that. Okay, all right.
You got to boost up your skill somehow.
I will spend luck.
You're gonna spend the 5 luck.
I will spend luck.
All right, you see him get. He gets kind of like antsy and agitated. He starts looking around. He goes, "Listen here, Mister. I ain't no fancy city lawyer like you. It's just Mr. Wyatt bought this place about a week ago and says that I'm not supposed to supply any of you with any horses.
Us
Mr. Wyatt,
specifically?
huh?
Yes.
But do you have horses, or are you just holding them out on us?
No, he took them all and he paid me handsomely. And you see, there were some fellas that came here about a day or two before you, and they took all the ponies.
Well, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to report this grievance to local authorities.
Please don't, sir.
Gonna pull your license for
No,
doing
no,
business
please.
within the city.
It's all I've got. My boys, their names are on there. I hope they inherit this one day and take over the family business. Please don't do that.
Well, I think I'm sure if you could find us some suitable replacements for the horses, maybe your personal horses, or maybe you can acquire from somewhere else in the city, then I suppose we can let this slide.
Do you want to make me a persuade roll, please?
Oh God. Why am I being nice? I should just punch him or something. Killing me. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lawyer Man. It's out of my hands.
I will drop all of the bags, step forward, grab him by the cuff, lift him into the air and be like,
You're gonna get us some horses, and you're gonna get them right now.
To make an intimidate roll?
here we go.
Is that what you're going
I tried
for?
to be civil. I tried to be civil.
Try to do it right. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a hell of a success. You see him, he gets all agitated, and all of a sudden there's like a wet line that goes down his pants, and a puddle starts to form underneath him as you pick him up in the air. All right, mister, I'll get you some ponies. Please don't hurt me. I've never seen a lawyer dispense justice like this before.
That's how we do it in Yale.
And I'll put him down.
Where's
And I'll tell
Yale?
him, now go.
Go get the ponies.
He just kind of looks
I'll
over
turn
his
around.
shoulder.
Yeah, I'll turn around and I'll give Benji a wink, like, yeah, just kind of smack him on the side.
He takes off running, and he keeps looking over his shoulders. He does so. Mr. Hurst is, I hit a bit of a bump in the road, haven't we, here?
Well, it sounds like your rival expedition has gotten here ahead of us and is already making trouble.
Indeed.
Sure, that'll bode well for our trip out to the Mound. Writing into
Yes,
his
well,
notes.
that's why I hired the 5 of you, right? You can look
I
after
will.
this.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll get us there in no time. I'm great in the wilderness, so don't worry about navigation. I got you.
Now, is that you talking, Benji? Or is that Nick?
He kind of turns his head like away from you, and he's like, "It was me, Alf."
You turn your head like completely around 180 degrees. Like an owl.
Poor young Benji is training to be a ventriloquist. Make sure to encourage him.
So you're standing basically in the road now. It's dirty, it's mucky, there's mud everywhere. People are looking at you. You got all your baggage just kind of sitting there. Do you want to go anywhere in the meantime? Do you want to just kind of sit here and wait? Did you want to buy anything? Did you want to buy some firearms while you wait for this gentleman, Mr. Milgram, to come back? After he found out nobody has guns except for the 2 of you.
If anyone
also have a
needs something,
shotgun.
I can.
I just don't show mine off because mine
And-
is
oh, that's
more
right.
rusty. Than
And he's got a
Benji's.
shotgun.
I can buy someone a weapon if anyone needs something.
Lucy needs a weapon.
Benji is
Lucy has a knife.
lush.
All right.
Brawl's
she-
like everything, right? It's like any kind of, there's like
Melee, yeah.
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 just any kind of melee. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he's gonna do. So
Okay. So no guns.
No gun seems like.
All right.
Annie
so
will
kinda-
just check
Sorry?
and just see, did you buy other provisions for us?
There's picks and dynamite and shovels and
Food?
materials.
Is there food?
Well, no, we're gonna be staying with some folks there, and we can go back to their house every night, and they'll feed us.
What
Oh, in the
about
year,
for
you're.
the day we camp?
Well, we'll never spend the night there. Are you insane, Mr. Freeport? You don't spend the night there. We go back to the town every night.
Said we're gonna have to camp on our way there.
Oh, there. Yes, that's right. Yes.
Maybe we should be safe because what if those people got bought out just like this guy?
Which people?
I don't know. The people we're supposed to be staying with.
Mr. Compton?
Very true.
And Grandma
Wyatt-
Compton? Are you crazy? No.
Wyatt couldn't
I
give him
have
money.
correspondence with them. They're good people. We'll be looked after.
Oh, okay.
But yes, you are right. We do need some sleeping gear. Because those were supposed to be waiting for us with our horses that are no longer here. How about we go get some... We don't need tents, do we? We're just going to sleep out under the stars tonight?
Yeah, natural, just like Boy Scouts.
Mr. Riverbee, you're an experienced tracker and roguish type. What do you recommend for sleeping under the stars?
Well, looking at our party, it looks like a lot of us could probably do it, except kind of looks at Dr. Lucy. He's looks a little,
I'm
pompous,
going to
if
get
you
a
will.
tent. I will get myself a tent. No worries there.
Yeah, you can go to a general store that's nearby. There are stores all about.
As we go there, and I want to walk behind Hurst, I
Yeah.
want to try and swipe the statue.
What?
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
This shit, it's getting left in this town. That's what I'm telling you if I get it.
What's that?
I said, this shit is going to be getting left here. I'm not
What?
bringing this statue of music and dreams.
Throw it
with
into
us.
the river. Not the river, but
Not going to be
water.
taking a nap with me.
Oh, pickpocket. What do we
Is
got
that
here?
stealth?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
And
Oh, my sleight of hand's not good.
it's gonna be. You're gonna need like an extreme success, my friend.
What? This is like in the busyness of the crowd.
Yeah, but he keeps this thing close to him at all
Yeah.
times. He's just got a little handbag also. This is his precious, if you will. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait, what did I roll?
I don't know. 3 spiders.
It's fat.
64.
So how much luck? Oh, here. There you
Then-
go.
Whoa.
to get an extreme success?
No, I just spent the luck.
How much did you spend?
Wow.
So I spent 58.
You spent
Oh.
58 luck?
I had
Whoa.
100.
Champion.
Wow. Okay.
Well
so
spent.
so how are you gonna distract him? It's in his like handbag that he's carrying with him. What are you gonna do? How does this look like? How are you gonna get this,
I think
lift the
he-
statue from him?
Yeah, he walks up to him. So yeah, I was thinking about, the tents we could buy and things. And Alf kind of flutters to the shoulder and starts pecking on him a little bit. And he's talking to him as he kind of just slides his hand, from his pocket into the bag as he keeps chatting him up and just
Well,
swipes it and puts it in his backpack.
the owl's distracting him?
No, I'm talking to him too. I just have the owl be there to be
The
kind
owl.
of his vision, to block his vision.
Well, he's like holding the bag. The bag's in his hand. How are you gonna? It's a little handbag.
I don't know, Matt. You told me I succeeded.
All right. So you just kind of hey, what's that over there? What? And you just reach in and you take. Remember, it was 24 inches tall, about 12 inches wide. You take
Yeah, I
this
got a
big
huge
statue.
hiker backpack.
It's wrapped, still in that white cloth, and you get his attention, and you swipe this thing, and what? You put it in your backpack?
Yeah, just boop.
You do the whole you have something about the same size, and you're just hey, look over there, swippity swap, and now you're just holding
Yeah, I
it
have
over
a
there.
water
Indiana Jones.
canteen or something. Yeah.
All right. So you take it from him, and you head into the general store. All right. So Lucy.
Do any of us notice this?
Yeah, everybody make me a spot hidden.
You want me to roll stealth too?
No, make me spot hidden. No, you don't need to roll stealth.
I don't exactly want people to know I swiped it.
Well,
Well, the
Mr.
sleight of hand would cover
Mr.
it,
Freeport saw that.
Yeah.
Lucy saw it. Freeport saw it.
Well, though they got an extreme though, didn't
Oh, an
they? Or
extreme
they had to
success.
do
You're
an
right, that's
extreme,
right.
so that means we would also have to get
To
that
see
if
it.
we wanted
Gotcha.
to see it.
That's
So
correct.
I think we're
So
that's yeah.
you notice
Benji,
something
you're-
a little off,
good.
even if you were successes, but you don't see what happened. Something took place, but you're not too sure what. Benji was up to something. But you're able to go to a general store. You can get provisions. You get a tent, Lucy. Does anybody else want to get anything?
She would also go to their employer and say, do you know, there clearly is a place to get guns. I've trained in the art of fencing. I have some. Do you know if they have anything like that here? A fencing foil or
Mr.
rapier?
Hurst goes, I
perhaps?
don't think in Union City. Maybe you could find a cavalry saber or something, but nothing. Not a fencing foil.
Oh, I could make that work. She says. I'll have to adapt my stance, I'm sure, but not too hard for me to do. And she'd be like, yes, if you know of a place that would have it, please point me in that direction. Or
I don't know, but we can ask. You can start asking locals, and they'll point you in the direction of an arms place. You could. I say a cavalry saber wouldn't be too hard to find at this point in time. So you could find that.
Yeah.
You're not going to find a fencing foil out here,
that's fine.
but you can find a saber.
Excellent.
When
very
you're
happy.
talking to Mr. Hurst, though, you notice that he's starting to sweat profusely. And he's very pale.
Oh.
And he goes, I'm getting it.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah.
To see if, or biology?
Medicine.
I would assume.
Medicine.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah, he looks really sick. He's like lost all of his color. He's sweating. He's kind of lagging behind.
Mr. Hurst, I think you should take a seat.
Yes, I feel a migraine coming on. I feel terrible.
Oh, did you eat anything while we were on the train?
No, I almost feel like a piece of me is gone.
Did you lose something?
I don't believe so. I have my handbag here.
Well,
Everything I have is in this handbag.
and I perhaps I have something that could help you. I have some other things. Seeing a person of medicine, and she starts rooting. She takes her bag and it's on the ground, so she opens it up and she starts looking for a pouch in her bag that has something that will make them not feel so bad. Probably codeine.
I was
don't
gonna say
know how to
codeine or cocaine or
Cocaine.
or some other remedy of the day to help with headaches.
Yeah, exactly.
Laudanum.
It's 1938, right?
28.
28. See, even more so then. Would that be a part of my medicine check, or do we need to do another medicine check to actually
No,
properly
I'm gonna say that
administer?
you noticed it and you can diagnose it, and yeah, he's complaining of headaches. As you go with your bag, you also notice his nose start to bleed. Just down one of his nostrils, it just starts bleeding, and he reaches down. And he takes out a handkerchief, and I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed.
She takes gets some gauze out of her bag, and kind of like hands a tussle of it so he can like stick it up there.
Wrap himself up like a mummy.
No, just to put it in his nose. So
no, I know.
Just long enough for
he seems very embarrassed right now, and he's
nothing to be embarrassed about. And she's like, "Here, just take some of this." And she like helps him just take
shove it up, ram it up his nose. Yeah, all right.
Well, it's probably like liquid. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. You got drops. I'm gonna say you have drops.
Yeah,
you pull out a spoon,
yeah.
There's some drops, and you just there and kind of sips it. And he sits down on a bench while you continue on, and you get your saber.
Yeah, I'm like, Kaz, please, if you could you watch Mr. Hurst? He's not feeling well. I've given him some medication, and I'm going to go and buy a sword.
Absolutely, Dr. Cecile Lucille Davenport. It would be my pleasure.
Annie's going to go over to Lucy as she's doing her shopping, and just say, I noticed earlier when you had the knife, you put it in your bag. And so you may be used to working in a room where you can have everything accessible to you, but if we're going to be out and about, you might want to have a belt, because if you have a belt, then you can have all of your tools on the belt. And she'll like kind of hold one that she had found in the store, kind of as you were helping.
Oh, she's
Our
like,
financier.
I knew we'd be great friends, Annie. Thank you so much. I did not think of that.
No problem. If you need to throw a knife at something, you want to have it handy.
Well, I'm not sure if my aim is that good, but I'm sure that being able to get to it quickly will prove quite useful, and I'll need a belt to hilt my sword up with as well. So perfect. Is there anything that you're looking for in here as well, or you just came to help me out?
I think I came pretty well supplied, but looks like you're busy. I don't want to keep you. You're kind of attending to Mr. Hurst, and that's very important. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you. And she would also say, if you require anything for headaches or other pains, please let me know. I have a plethora in my bag. Though I guess I should try to restock a little bit. So she would go to the general store and also see if they have any medicines.
Oh yeah, there'd be general remedies there. Any over-the-counter drugs at that time, you'd find no problem.
Okay, cool.
Mr. Hurst, you're looking very, very bad. Do we need to postpone the trip?
No. We cannot wait. We have to go. I'll be fine. Just feeling a little lightheaded.
Have you ever felt like this before? And Kaz is making notes. Because you look very, very sick. 5 minutes ago, you looked fine. Right now, you look very, very sick.
Oh, it came on all of a sudden. The only other time this has happened before is when I was away from that statue for a period of time, and I got terribly ill. The one I showed you on the train. The one right here in my bag. And he goes and reaches in and he goes, my God, it's gone!
Oh, well, then I think we've identified your problem. Your statue of that, and that was of Cthulhu. That's what you said, right?
Yes, that's right.
Of an unknown mineral composition. I think I've got notes on that. I'm sure I wrote it. But so what you're saying is you're sick because you lost your statue.
Yes. He was dead serious. That is it exactly, precisely.
Mr. Bull Freeport, we need more legal counsel.
What seems to be the problem here, Kaz?
Cthulhu has gone missing. And that's making Mr. Hurst there's nose bleed a lot. And apparently he has to stay close to his statue. Look at him. He looks terrible.
And okay, where was the last time you saw your statue, sir?
On our way to get our horses.
You think you might have dropped it back by the corral area then?
It's possible. Do you think it could have fallen on my bag? I would have seen something that large fall out of my bag.
It was a very busy crowd on the street, and you might not have noticed it. We can
Let's retrace our steps.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Why don't we go ahead and do that, sir?
All right. He goes to stand up from the bench. He gets up right there suddenly, and he kind of collapses a little bit and falls back on the bench that he's sitting on.
Why don't you just wait here, sir? I'll go ahead and take a look for it. How about that? You just sit here.
I think that's best, yes. Thank you.
Okay. Certainly, no problem. Okay. I'll be right back. It's the one that was on the train with us, right?
Yes, that strange one. It's crouching, it's hunched over, it's got an octopus-type face.
Right, gotcha. No problem. I'm sure there's probably not two of those in the city. That would be
it's
extraordinarily unlikely. But if I can't find it, I will report it to the local constabulary and make sure that we get them looking for it right away.
Okay.
Very good.
And
Thank you.
I'll go back
Thank
and
you, Mr.
start
Freeport.
retracing our steps.
Yeah, you
of
start
course,
tracing
of
your
course.
steps back. As you go back, you see a really shabby-looking man. His clothes are all unkempt. He's got long, greasy, blonde hair. It's kind of like see-through in parts where it's all thinned. And he sees you and he smiles. And he's got big, crooked, yellow teeth. Missing teeth everywhere. Are you Mr. Hurst? I got some ponies for you.
You got ponies for us. I am Mr. Hurst's representative. Where might I find them, sir?
They're right here behind me.
Okay.
Look over. Are there the proper number?
There's 10.
10. Okay, I suppose he was feeling guilty for having. Never mind, that's not important. Okay, anything we should know about these horses?
You're dressed mighty fine for a drifter.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I mean, no one else is around me, right?
No, you're by yourself.
So I'm just gonna say thank you.
Welcome.
Fortune smiled upon me recently. Yes, it did.
You work for Mr. Hurst?
I do, in fact.
Well, where is he? Let's get going. I understand we gotta go
Okay.
bing him.
Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, what is your name, sir?
My name is Jasper Rands.
Well, Jasper Rans, you can call me Bo. And you
Pleasure to
stay
meet
right
you. Make your
here.
acquaintance, Bull.
Well, yep. Now, just for the time being, let's keep the drifter talk on what the kids say. The low, the down. Don't talk about it much. And
He looks kind of confused. Why?
And I'll look around.
I'm working an angle, man. Come on, you know
I thought
this.
you're Mr. Hurst's personal drifter.
That's a good point. I am, in fact, Mr. Hurst's personal drifter, and I'll take like $2 of the $40 that I have, and I'll reach out a hand to shake his, and I'll give him the $2 in the process.
His eyes go wide. He licks his lips and he reaches her, snatches it quickly, and shoves it in his breast pocket.
That is not a face that has been blessed with overly beautiful features.
He
I
turns his
recognize.
face up and he looks at you.
Well, don't worry. I look like I got ran over by a wagon as well.
You hadn't just given me $2, mister. This conversation would be mighty different.
Yeah, you keep with that attitude, you're gonna do just fine, Jasper.
And I'll go get everybody else. And like, hey, they
Sure,
got
you-
the horses out here.
Bull, did you find the statue?
Well, I got interrupted with this attractive young man here.
He
It was,
smiles. You see yellow, jagged teeth, big holes missing where there are no teeth. He waves.
He and his boss felt so badly about just wrecking our contract. They've given us an extra horse here to carry some of our belongings and things. Wasn't that nice of them?
That was very nice, but I don't know that Mr. Hurst is going to make it.
Well, I'm gonna go looking for the statue. Just go ahead and get everyone situated, and I'll go ahead and I'll take a look. I'll backtrack a bit.
I'll go
Benji,
looking.
do you think Nick could help find the statue? He's very wise.
What do you want me to do? Ask Nick?
Yeah, ask Nick. I'm
All
fairly
right.
certain Nick, as a personification of wisdom, should be able to find the statue. I think. I mean, unless, of course. Well, no, we can't even bear to think about that. Definitely, Nick will find the statue.
Nick says he lost it.
Wait, Nick had it?
No, Nick says he lost it, as in the Hearst lost it.
Well, that's very disturbing. I don't think we're going to get money or get to amazing Mound. To be honest between you and me, I think if Mr. Hurst keeps getting sicker, he's not going to make it out of this town.
Well, maybe that's a good thing. I mean, that statue sounded like it created some pretty craziness.
But think about the knowledge that we're losing, the opportunity to dive into the mysteries.
I gotta say, Kaz, that's not a very Canadian way to think, so I'm not with you on that one.
Now, I don't really know that much about the Canadian mythos, the native peoples up there, but perhaps I could visit your homeland and we could explore it together after we look at the mound. You, me, and your best pal Nick.
I'm not sure about the spin-off series.
You, me, and Nick. Yeah. So Mr. Hurst is trying to make his way to a horse. Gets up off the bench. Lucy, gonna say you come back. You've got your belongings. The gentleman from the general store is like carrying your tent for. He's following you around as you boss him around.
Yep. Accurate.
As Mr. Hurst makes his way over to a horse and starts to climb. Everybody who's there, make me a spot hidden roll, please.
I'm assuming I have like gone off to look.
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna
it,
say you
because I
disappeared.
genuinely don't think that he might have dropped it.
Okay, so Kaz, you notice as he's getting up on the horse, this Jasper fellow, he's helping him up, but at the same time he's fixated on Mr. Hurst's bag, his handbag. And Lucy, you see that he's like trying to reach in there, and he's like rubbing his hands, his lips. He's fixated on this bag, and you catch him. He's trying to put his hand in there.
My sword is in a sheath, I assume. So I whack him with the sheath sword.
You hit him with a sword.
And like with the sheath sword, like it's like sheath is like.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
With a stick, like.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just like, hey, what are you doing?
He grabs his head. What's the meaning of that, ma'am?
Oh, it
Why
means
you
that.
go hit me?
Well, because you're a thief, or you were trying to be a thief, but you were
What
a
are
very
you talking
unsuccessful
about?
one. You had your hands trying to go into Mr. Hurst's bag. We saw you because you're very bad at being a thief.
He turns up his face and he licks his lips again. I ain't no thief.
No, you failed. You're a failed thief.
Hey, I'm the one who's gonna take you to Bingham, and I don't like that talk.
Well, then
Oh.
next time, do better, and you can be a successful thief.
Next
But
time,
for now, you're a failed thief.
don't hit me on my noggin.
Well, I thought you was being very nice. I was considering pulling out a pistol and shooting you if you tried to steal from my employer. But I've got problems.
Well, we all have problems, much like, and she points to the one stealing and is like, your name is, since you are going to be
Jasper
escort.
Rands.
Jasper. Yes. Okay. So Jasper, like my friend here has said, if you steal from our employer or us, it won't go well.
Yeah, I mean, think about it this way. You know what they say, you're not a criminal unless you get caught, and you kind of got caught, so in our eyes, you're a criminal.
You know, that other fella's much nicer. He gave me money.
Which feller?
The big one.
The lawyer?
Well, he's from the city. He knows how to get things done, and that's by
Let's
paying
make those
people.
big bucks.
And she's like, well, I guess that means we should tip you. And she, takes some change from her sword buying and hands some money over.
He snatches out of your hand and puts it in his breast pocket, along with the other.
Gives him like $3.
$3?
Yeah.
Jeez,
Wow,
that's
even
her
more than last-
change.
Even more than the last guy. Wow. All right. Well, let's go get that big fella. Let's get out of here.
Let's do that.
So, Bull, you're kind of retracing your steps.
Mm-hmm.
Do
I find it, Matt?
No, you don't find it laying on the ground.
It's
in the
shocking.
I don't know where Benji put it. So no, you do not. You can make a
Okay.
track roll. Just make a track roll.
Okay.
Recreate the scene.
CSI.
That's
Oh.
Wow.
It's 18 over 60.
What did he got? Did he get doubles or triples for his?
I had to get triple because of extreme.
Oh, so close. You see signs of, it looks like struggle, something happened, you're not too sure what.
6 luck would give me an extreme success.
It's not
Oh.
too far.
That's
wow.
and 6
So you notice that a guy wearing moccasins. You're looking at the footprints. It looks like they bumped into what appears to be Mr. Hurst's fancy shoes and a fellow wearing moccasins. And the only one you know wearing moccasins around here is Benji Riverbee. There seems to be a little bit.
Wow. Bull's a genius.
Seems to be a bit of a, like, they kind of bumped into each other. You can tell by the weight and the pressure on the feet that something was exchanged here. And yeah, Benji Riverbee's the only one you know who's wearing moccasins around here from the Great White North.
Okay.
You come back and Benji's not wearing moccasins.
Just barefoot.
Giant galoshes on. Okay, I will return to the group, and I'll just, I'm sorry, Mr. Hurst, but it appears that, and I'll look at everyone's shoes, and I'll just, like, gaze around to people's faces as I'm talking, and I'll kind of linger over Benji, and, like, it looks like whoever absconded with your prized possession, well, looks like they've skedaddled, sir.
He kind of coughs into the handkerchief and he pulls it back and he's coughed up some blood. He goes, "Oh, that's terrible."
I think we should get you to a healer before we go trekking through the wild.
Let's go to Bingham and we'll see someone there. They have to have a doctor. We have Dr. Lucy with us. Yeah.
I've administered the
A
treatment.
real doctor.
Yeah, Lucy's
I know the medicines. Here, have some more.
Just like she knows the rocks.
All right. He goes, no, we got to carry on. And Jasper goes, yeah, we got to go.
Let's. Oh, actually, I was wondering, by chance, would Dr. Lucy know of anyone in this rival party? Any other scientists she may know of? Or that she's heard of?
The rival party?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
negative. You know nothing of them.
Wow.
You know nothing of these other individuals.
Interesting.
So Kaz would walk up to Jasper and be like, "So, Mr. Jasper Rands, that's right, Jasper Rands, you're our guide and you brought us horses."
Yeah?
And then Kaz's face just goes really dead, and he just stares him right in the eyes, and he goes, "Understand this. If you're leading me into an ambush from this rival group, the first bullet is going between your eyes, and I'm a very fast draw. You will be dead in a heartbeat." Is that okay, Jasper? I just want to make sure that we're friends.
Do you want to roll an intimidate there?
Sure. He's not very intimidating.
That's okay.
He's very honest.
Even if they're failed intimidate, it's still
Okay.
it's off-putting to be spoken to that way. So he's not necessarily intimidating. He's just kind of like he's like, "You're weird. I gotta watch you." He's like,
Oh yeah, no, I'm very.
Okay,
people
mister.
tried to kill me in
Okay.
the war so many times, but I'm here to tell you, the only bullet that matters is the one that catches you. But I'm sure we'll be good friends.
Just kind of
Have a nice day,
scratches
Jasper.
his greasy, thinning hair. It makes sense.
But so I want to do a psychology roll after I said that
Sure.
to see if I got any kind of reaction to him when I
Make me a psychology roll.
when I implied
Yep.
that he was actually.
For sure.
Hey.
Yeah. When you started talking about the other parties and ambush, you saw something happened. His demeanor kind of like went down for a moment, and then he got back in defensive once again. But as soon as you started talking about rival parties and things like that, you saw something there.
So Kaz will go around to everybody and just chat with them for a second, and then each person say, "There's a pretty good chance this Jasper guy is leading us into an ambush, and we need to be ready for it. Either he's not taking us where we're supposed to go, or he's literally going to lead us into an ambush."
I got a map. I could always just lead us a different route.
That's great, Benji. Between you and Nick, I'm sure even this old Jasper Cahoot isn't going to be able to stop us.
I'm 28.
This very, very young yet slightly decrepit and horribly, horribly broken down by life man. That is, of course, as long as Mr. Hurst doesn't die on the way. No offense, sir.
I'm not taking.
So we have like extra horses, right?
You do have extra horses.
Yeah.
You have your
Okay.
luggage and everything that you're going to stack on there and stuff, but you do have more
Okay,
than
gotcha.
what you originally asked for.
We have a couple horses that are just have nothing
And-
on them, like they're just coming with
And
us.
Jasper's riding one also. Jasper.
So Matt, would it be okay if Bull gets a? Could he find a sledgehammer somewhere?
I want to say that wouldn't be that uncommon. Like a big, heavy hammer would not
Yeah.
be that uncommon in a time like this. You know, people are homesteading still. They're setting up out here in the country. Yeah, you could find a big, heavy hammer of type, of
All right,
sorts.
good.
Is that your weapon now of choice?
I mean, we'll see.
Well, I'm big creative. You got extra applause when you're creative.
Do you have the credit rating for that?
No, but I have 40. Well,
You
I
do
have
have
$38.
You do
I have
$40.
$38.
That's right, you do. So you can buy it no problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
So you disappear and you come back with
Yeah.
the sledgehammer.
And so, I mean, I'll say to Kaz, and I'll be like, and this is out of earshot of Jasper and Benji, whoever else wants to be there too. And I'll just say,
We could, now that we know there might be a trap, we might just let him go ahead and take us into the trap. And then we're the ones springing the trap on those trying to trap us, you know?
That is a very interesting idea, Bull. I think we should do that. Absolutely. It has been a long time since I've been in a big fight. I love Bull. By the way, Bull, I bought extra cans of beans for the two of us. Don't tell anyone else.
Okay, I won't. I bought a sledgehammer to hit people with.
Well, that's nice. That's a nice touch. It'll be very messy, but it's a nice touch.
Mm-hmm. Creative.
sounds good.
Yeah. Mr. Should we head out?
Oh, that's right. Well, I guess so.
All right. Everybody make me a ride roll.
And there
We
it
all
is.
fall off, and that's the end of it.
And we never make it to Bingham.
Oh my gosh.
Are we actually rolling?
No, I was kidding. You're
Yeah.
heading out.
Okay. Holy, that would have been terrifying.
No, I can see if I make
Thank
it.
you.
just 'cause-
I would
Yeah,
have spent
we
luck
all-
just to make sure.
I just liked your reactions, all of you. We're done.
our weakness. Horses.
Weakness horses. Yeah, so you head out onto the plains. By the time you finally get out of here with your horses and your gear and everything, I'm going to say it's probably like, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you have a few hours of daylight before you have to settle down, camp, have some grub. You got plenty of cans of beans with you, and call it a night. So,
Good eating.
Jasper is leading the pack, and every once in a while,
Wait, are we skipping to morning?
no,
Okay.
leading the pack, and every once in a while, Jasper keeps looking around, and he looks like you'll catch him every once in a while, and he'll be like staring at each of you, like one to like individually, just kind of be like eyeing you up and kind of squinting in your direction. And then you meet his gaze, and he kind of turns around and pretends like he wasn't looking at you and keeps going.
Lucy gives him a wink and does a trav roll.
Uh,
No! I failed like one thing that I was like okay at. I'm gonna
Only
spend
6
luck on
luck.
that.
you spent
Yeah,
you spent how much luck? 6 luck.
6.
He notices you, and he starts licking his hands and like putting his hair back.
And she's
And he
like,
winks
she
back
gives,
at
she gives
you.
A, she gives a second wink. I can't actually wink myself, but
He
that's
like
what she
sits up
does.
straight on his horse, and he kind of fixes his clothes. He fixes his collar, and
Gross.
Oh my! She depending on how things go, she may get up and go off to the corner of wherever we have camp, whenever we make camp,
and do what?
and
What?
call him over. You'll see.
Oh my!
We'll
you're
find out.
Worrying me here. Okay, you're scaring me, Lucy.
I think while we're riding,
PG-13.
Annie is going to try to have
It's
her.
PG-13.
Sorry, Melissa. What are you saying?
And he's gonna try to do the like riding a horse thing where you sort of like have the shotgun out in front, sort of like
Okay.
over the arm.
Yep. Okay.
That's wise.
Very good.
Can I be looking around while we're
Sure,
like doing
you-
this? Now that we know
Oh,
that
yeah.
there's a potential
Yeah.
ambush, like
So
be
you want to
aware.
spot hidden? Everybody can
Maybe
roll
spot the hidden.
Yeah, everybody can roll
Spot
spot
the
hidden.
hidden.
Oh, baby!
Wow.
Instead, can I do my best to be stealthy?
In the group
With your
Yeah.
after like finger gunning and like winking and
Can I,
I could.
can I listen for the
Oh,
sounds of other horses
sad.
and groups and things like that?
sure, that'll be a hard roll.
Listen? Okay.
Oh yeah. I
Specifically
didn't
for
think
like
of listen.
hooves.
Nice.
You want to hear like hooves,
I'm,
right?
I'm
On the
listening.
ground.
I'm trying to just like hear on like, on the prairie, so it's like other horses in the distance or people singing, anything like that,
People sing.
Boom.
Look at you.
I'll try it too. Ooh, I
Wow.
did not do well.
It is.
Sometimes Matt says yes, and then he's like, they're not going to pass. And
No,
then we pass.
no,
He's
no,
like,
no.
"Damn."
No, it is actually unnaturally quiet outside. It's eerie how quiet it is. The wind is whipping
Oh.
as you're riding here on the plains. They're plains in Oklahoma, aren't they? Yeah. And the wind is whipping through. You look up in the sky and you swear there's like a storm brewing on the horizon, but you're not too sure. It like always seems like it's just out of your range and your distance. But there should be sounds of like hawks in the sky. You should see and hear critters skittering about. And even with your listen and your spot hidden and all that, there's nothing. Like it is dead out here. It's only broken up by Hurst's coughing every once in a while.
With,
But-
Poor guy.
Go
with
ahead.
there being like no animal sounds or anything, is Alf acting strangely at all then? Like if, is he
Oh.
acting normal?
You mean Nick?
Or the horses?
Oh,
I don't know who
my.
Nick is.
Nick the owl. So I'm gonna say Nick is like circling above you, flying above you. It is not unusual to see the owl dive and catch the odd mouse or prairie dog or something, and it has to come down every once in a while and it lands on Benji's shoulder because it gets tired from flying after a while, and it's not finding anything, which is, I'm going to say you pick up on that with your spot hidden as well. Like, that's part of this, not seeing anything. So even the owl is a little off because to counter no life whatsoever out here is very strange.
Everybody else getting a little concerned how quiet it is out here. Like it's quiet, like too quiet.
Yeah, I mean, Alf normally gets a mouse by now, so it's kind of weird. He's been, a couple hours and he's just looking at me like he's starving.
I mean, we don't get like nothing's howling, got no other birds circling,
No bugs, no
That doesn't-
crickets, no nothing.
no crickets. Now them's good eating if you need them. And it's strange that you're not hearing none. That
is-
common.
It is very odd out here. You're right. I can't seem to think of any other time I've experienced anything quite like this, other than, of course, Mr. Hurst coughing, which is very loud and burst. But everything else is very odd.
I'm very sorry, he says between coughs.
Oh, it's not your fault, sir. Some rapscallion has stolen your statue.
Yup. Some rapscallion. Don't worry. We'll find it when we return. I'm sure the local police will ensure its return when we get back there. But maybe we should be a wee bit concerned that there's like ghosts and stuff we're going to, and we got this other fella who's like dying because he don't have no statue, and this other lady over here was hearing it like, hum or something, and then he's saying something's gonna come up and eat us all, and now we ain't got no crickets. Am I the only one getting upset by this?
Oh, Bull, I'm very excited by all of it. I mean, there is definitely an opportunity to learn some very interesting and unusual things here. Or if
Mr.
you're
Skies-
Mr. Hurst, you may die. But, I mean, other than Mr. Hurst, I think we're all
No.
in good shape. Oh, sorry, sir. I understand, but I mean, you
We
do
can,
look terrible.
yeah, we can still do the quest for you if you fall. So don't worry about it. We'll honor your name and still go to the mound and dig it up.
I will not die here. I need to see what's at the bottom of that mound.
Well, this guy's probably leading us into a trap, as we
A
already
trap?
presumed.
Why are we following this man then?
I said we should take my way, but we're just following gross guy.
With that gross guy who circles back and goes, I think we should make camp for the night.
Based off.
It's getting dark.
Is there like somewhere like a good place we can find to make camp that's not, or is it just open plains?
It is open plains. You're gonna be out. in the
Okay,
open
that's
sky. Except for
probably
Lucy, who's got the tent.
okay.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome, Raiders.
Thank you for the raid, Goblin
Ooh.
Cave TV. Playing a little bit of Call of Cthulhu. We're just getting ready to settle down for the night here under the stars. All right, so yeah, Jasper goes, let's do camp, and I'll set up a fire for us.
No, I think I'll set the fire up. I was a scout back in Canada, so I'll take care of it. You probably don't know what you're doing.
I assure you I do.
I'll let him do it, but I'm gonna like keep an eye on him to make sure he's not trying to like pull
Sure,
something.
you're just gonna like
where,
stand over him, comfortably
yeah,
look down.
just look at
He
him.
like looks up at you every once in a while. Like he's gathering rocks and stones. He's making like a little pit, and he's getting some brush, and he's got some kindling and stuff that he brought with him in his horse, and he's setting it all up. He keeps looking over at you. You got a problem?
Kaz is standing on the other side of the fire with his Mauser out.
Jesus.
Finger off the trigger, but he's just staring dead at the guy the entire time. Doesn't wait, eyes don't waver even for a second. He's just
You
standing
mind
there.
putting that pistol away? I'm getting a little nervous.
Oh, don't mind him.
You're nervous, Jasper? I'm making you nervous? That was what I was shooting for. So I thank goodness I was afraid you weren't going to get it. I just want to make sure you were aware of the
You
fact that I
succeeded,
will.
sir. Can you please
That's-
put your pistol away?
Oh no, because that would defeat the purpose of making you nervous. I want to keep making you nervous until we get where we're going, because I want you to remember the fact that if we don't get there, I'll probably shoot you.
I like your personal drifter more.
I don't know who that is, but
Nice fella.
I think you'd find me a very nice person too. As long as I don't have to shoot you, I'm sure we'll get along famous.
There's no reason to shoot me.
That's excellent. That's what I wanted to hear all along. But I'll keep my gun out just in case.
Where are you sleeping tonight, sir?
Really close to you.
I will sleep opposite end of the camp from you, sir.
Well,
Oh,
only until I move right next to you, because I don't trust you.
I don't like you, sir.
I'm comfortable with that. I really am. I mean, I understand. If I was you, I wouldn't like me either. But I'm me, and I'm pretty fond of my... Wait a second. Let me check my notes. Yes, I like myself quite a bit.
I'm gonna go look for some firewood while you guys are talking.
Sure.
Annie
Yeah.
will go help look for firewood.
Oh fuck. We go separate directions.
Annie, you gonna go with them, or are you going separate directions?
Well, if he
Oh,
says
let's
out loud
run
that
over
he's going to go
here.
look for firewood, then
Lu-
the logical thing
Lucy-
is if we think we're going into a trap, we shouldn't walk off alone.
All right.
It's true.
Lucy will ask Annie and be like, would you like me to come along with you to help you out? I don't think there's much more medicine I can give to our employer here without some more negative side effects, that is. So I feel I should
You do have
do
a whole
something.
tent contraption to set up, and that might take some time.
Oh, she looks over. She just looks at Bull.
Sure, Doc. I'll take care of that for you. No problem.
See, I can come with you, Annie. Now, see, it's
All right,
already handled.
I'm gonna go over here. Then you guys take the east side. I'll take the west.
And
Is-
she's showing off that she has a sword belt and the knife is also tucked in there. To Annie, she's like, "I think this goes quite well with my outfit." Yes.
You're wearing it well. Benji, you have Out with you?
Yeah, Alpha's with me. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I'm the natural explorer here, so.
Then you're not really alone, so I think it'll be okay then.
Exactly.
So Annie and Lucy will go off.
Sure.
In the
You can make me
opposite
survival rolls if you're really looking for firewood. I have a feeling Benji's doing something else.
What? I mean, I will still make the survival roll, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Don't worry.
Riverbee.
Benji finds all the wood.
Benji, you find yes.
All right, can I use this roll
Kindling,
to...
you find dry wood. He'll feed the fire for the night. Annie, you find some as well. Benji, you even find... I'm going to say you find some, like, plants that are edible around here. I was going to say some animals, but there is no life. There's no creatures or anything. But you do find some edible plants. Maybe you find some berries growing out here that you can bring back.
All right, I also want to carry over my extra successes into burying the statue somewhere in the middle of the plains.
Into burying the statue.
Yes, I am burying it and leaving it somewhere in the middle of nowhere that no one knows where it is, and I'm gonna hide it with
shoveling roll. No.
And I'm gonna hide it, like make it look, like nothing was disturbed, and then come back with wood and berries, just like I intended.
Are you gonna look all sweaty from shoveling?
I mean, I'm not gonna go 6 feet under.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
All right. So with your survival roll, you're also burying this statue somewhere out there.
Yep.
Are you marking it?
I mean, I'll mark it on my map.
Okay.
Like a general idea of like where our location is on our map, but it's not going to be like perfect by any means.
Very good. All right. And Annie, you find some kindling, you find some wood, and after some time, you all converge back at the camp with your findings.
Did Lucy and I do better than Benji did?
What's that? Sorry?
Did Lucy and I do a better job than Benji did?
Oh, no.
Was our haul bigger?
With Benji's 3 successes there, extreme success.
He was otherwise occupied, though. He was doing other things while he was out
you want to use that? Okay. I'm gonna say it's about equal. It's about equal.
Okay. So
Lovely.
Annie just sort of wants to look at how he did and look at how we did, and she'll just kind of look at Lucy and say, "I think we did well. This is what he's good at, from what he said." So I think.
There was 2 of you.
Yeah.
I mean, you at least got as much as I did. So congrats to you.
I'm just here to carry it back and help out. That's all.
Are you sure you can carry it, Dr. Lucy?
Yes.
He looks at her like very seriously, as you've made everyone carry everything.
Oh, that's very observant.
I sure can.
Oh, that's very impressive of you. Here's some berries. They're edible.
I'm good. I have my own food. Thank you very much.
Okay.
She just like looks at them, but
nature's
with, like,
bounty. That's fine.
Down from her nose though, or down at her, like whatever that is. No, thank you. And I mean, I'll do a strength check to see if she's like tired from carrying the wood or not. If you'd like, or
we don't even make it back.
Uh-oh.
Annie will look at the.
It's nighttime. Campfire.
Oh,
I know, we're about to get ambushed.
The fire is lit. The stars are in the sky. It's getting night. Brazen Bull is finished setting up the tent.
Wow,
are you eating
really
beans? Good. Are you eating a can of beans, or are you just gonna eat the twigs and berries that old Benji brought back, or whatever else you have on you? I'm sure you have other provisions on you.
I mean, Bull was gonna see if he can dig a very deep hole. Can he do that at some point?
Sure, like just off by himself, or right here in the camp.
It can be close to camp. It's fine. And if anyone asks, I'm just gonna say it's a latrine.
Okay. Yeah. You can dig a very deep hole. Sure.
Okay. And then once I'm done, okay, go ahead, Kaz.
No, you go ahead. Good. Finish it off.
So once I'm done, I'll call out to Jasper if I can.
What?
And I'll be like, "Hey, Jasper, could you give me a hand here? Something
no.
seems to be wrong with..."
You were very kind to him. You were very nice to him. He goes, Yeah, what is it?
It's really strange here. And then I would like to try to kind of headbutt him and push him into the hole.
What?
Oh no!
What? Why?
Because the guy's
So
leading us
clean.
into an ambush.
Roll me a brawl?
Okay. Yeah, that's success.
Okay, I'm gonna say he's not expecting this. He thinks he's getting
Yeah.
another $2. So he comes on over and he's all right, yeah. And you
So
just
I'm trying not to do damage. I'm just trying to like headbutt him and like
yep.
knock him out.
you hit
Yeah.
him. You want to do
Then I will-
non-lethal damage.
Yeah, non-lethal damage, because like one of the things you can do is like you can kind of like knock a person out and stuff like that if they're not aware and
Yep.
whatever. So and then I want to bury him in the hole
Oh
to his
my
head, so only
God.
his head is showing.
Awesome.
Okay, so you knock him out. I'm gonna say with you like knocking him out, and he crumpling
Sure.
to the ground. That's gonna get the attention of everybody else in camp.
Oh, that's fine.
So everywhere else, you turn around, you see Bull stay there. Maybe you got like a little single trickle of blood going down your forehead. Or no, you got.
And
you
the
got
hat's
horns.
off, by the way, and you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see it. You guys can all
The
now, 'cause
horns.
and so the horns are there and the flickering firelight. And I'll just say,
Oh!
Or st-
this fellow was gonna get us all killed. I figure we might
something
want to ask him questions from a
eerie.
more leveraged position.
Bull, that is genius, and I'm very glad to see you're embracing the calcification on your forehead there. That's a very distinct look. I definitely want to capture that in my book if you'll let me, with your permission,
Yeah.
of course. But this
go
is
right ahead.
this is a fantastic plan. I like the whole setup here. Jasper, do you feel like being honest with Bull now?
He's knocked out.
Dr. Lucy will pull out some Epsom salts and
Oh, okay.
do it under his nose.
Are
so
you
that
waiting
the
till he wakes
Jasper
up,
wakes-
or
no?
or till
I'm
he's
using
buried?
that to. I'm using that till he's buried. Yeah, once he's buried and we're ready to like, Dr. Lucy will like, well, Bull, let me know whenever you want him woken up. I have some tourniquets that can help wake him
Yeah,
up
so-
for us.
Oh, that's perfect, Doc. Thank you so much. And I'll finish burying him all the way up, so only his head's above the surface. I'm like, well, now would be perfect time.
Perfect.
We found the mound.
That's a good one. there,
So
Benji.
you put the smelling salts underneath them, and
So what goes on is Dr. Lucy has her bag and she pulls out some Epsom salts and she pulls out some just alcohol, and yeah, she does it under his nose, and he wakes up,
He gets a whiff of it.
and-
he starts coughing, and
and then I
can't-
splash
I
his
can't move
face
my
with
arms.
alcohol.
I can't move my arms. What's going on here?
I splash his face with alcohol. I say,
He spits it away, and he
Quiet.
looks up at you. Yeah, he's like,
Quiet.
why am I looking up at you?
I splash him in the face again. Be quiet.
Oh.
So behind the doctor, Bull has got his sledgehammer out and he's just swinging it like a golf club. Them Scots just, they play this game called golf. Apparently, it's all the rage over in Yale. And anyway, so you feel like talking to us on the truthful sort of thing now, Jasper?
What are you talking about?
I splash him in the face again. You know what? Just tell us what we need to know.
I don't know. Sure. I'm working for Mr. Chambers, and I was gonna take you there, and I want that thing in the sick man's bag.
Well, they don't. It's gone.
What do you mean it's gone? That's why I'm here.
That's why he's sick, cause it's gone.
You see a
someone-
confused look on his face. Huh?
And Lucy just gets up, goes to Bill, and puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "Try to get anything else more if you can, I guess. But perhaps figure out where the ambush is coming from."
Ambush? What are you talking about?
Were you just going to steal the thing out of his bag and leave us stranded?
Yeah, I was just gonna wait till he fell asleep and take his bag.
Well, this
And-
is going on, and he wants to look through his bag while he.
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
it.
Good idea.
Yeah, in his bag, you see there's what, $4? What? No, $5.
Yeah, $5.
There's a revolver in there.
Oh,
a six-shooter
shit.
revolver. And that's about it. Just like odds and ends that's in there, but it's junk. It's garbage. It's like an empty glass bottle. There's like old ticket stubs that look like they mean nothing. He's got some family photos or of some loved ones maybe in there, some photographs, but really this man doesn't have much on him.
Well, I hope you won't mind me taking your fine pistol here. And she takes the pistol for herself. Because she's like, you clearly, if you were just planning to rob us, you don't need this.
You can't leave me here. There's poisonous snakes all around.
Oh, I think you have more concerns than that. And she just holds, checks the weight of the pistol and practices aiming it, but by pointing it at him.
He just kind of winces, all he can move is his head and his face. You're not gonna shoot me, are you? I wasn't gonna kill you.
Well, you having this gun would make me think otherwise.
Can we do some sort of test about what he's
You can
doing?
roll psychology.
Yeah. He
Oh,
said
yeah.
Chambers, right? Who was
Chambers,
Chambers again?
yeah.
Because
You
So
never
that guy
heard
right-
that name
Wyatt's-
before.
Oh, that's a new
Yeah,
name.
yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
Wyatt's the guy who's running. So
Right.
that's the
Man.
follow-up question.
Benji.
Also, the
Benji.
follow-up question: why? Why are you stealing this statue? It's a lot of follow-up questions.
Benji, so you're trying to read him? Yeah, he
Yeah.
seems like he's telling the truth. He seems genuinely scared. He's an idiot. And he was, you can tell he's probably hired to take the fall for this, to steal from you in the night. And he seems to be telling the truth.
Who is the Chambers guy? Does he have a first name?
He's the other fella. Hey, Archie, he's the other fella that's going there to do the digging. He's working for Mr. Wyatt.
Oh, okay. So they're like friends or something.
Acquaintances?
So you were just gonna steal this and then just bring it back to them, and that was all you were paid to do?
Yep.
You have a location where you were gonna meet them back at?
Bingham?
Just the whole city. There's whole city and
It's a little town.
okay.
They're there as well. They're gonna do the digging too.
Did they tell you why it was important that you got the statue and brought it back to them?
No.
Is that true, Jasper?
Sir, they offered me $25. I could not turn that down. All
Well,
I
I
had to
think-
do was snatch that sickly man's bag and bring it to him.
And now you realize that that $25 is probably not all it was cracked up to be. That's a
you-
shame.
Are you gonna leave me here?
I think so. Jasper. I'm not 100% sure. Well, what are
Please.
your...
Please don't.
I believe
So-
Nick would like to leave you here, but I'm not
Will
sure. I mean, it
swings the
seems...
sledgehammer and a rock goes and I'll slice that one. That's it. That's all he says.
Well, I mean, we could, hire you to do the job that you were supposed to do, and perhaps we could find the location of the rivals. Maybe that could be beneficial to us.
Perhaps.
I was not really talking to you, but thank you.
He just answers you anyways. He's looking up at all of you.
I think that... I don't really think we should necessarily leave him here, but perhaps we take all of the horses and his boots and we leave him here. And then it'll take him a few days to walk back to town, and he may or may not be okay, but that's not really our problem at that point.
Please don't take Maybell.
Is Maybell your horse?
Indeed.
I think I'll probably take Maybell. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I don't think we're going to leave you with the horse. That seems foolish for us to do that. Even if we leave you alive, we wouldn't leave you
You
with
have
the
my
horse.
pistol, and you're gonna have my boots. Leave my horse.
No. I think we'll take definitely the boots and definitely the horse. Probably not your pants, and the gun for sure is going. Because Dr. Lucy's already has your gun. So unless Jasper, and this is very important, unless you actually know something of importance for us, about why they want the statue.
I was not told as much. I was just asked to snatch it, and I will get my money.
But did you hear anything?
Make a persuade?
Oh, this is gonna end badly.
Oh.
Sure. Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, you only have a 10%.
Oh yeah. Like I said, Kaz is a little crazy and not very intimidating or persuasive.
How about let's just sleep on it, and we can revisit in the morning, see what everybody wants to do, and go
Please
from there.
don't leave me in here.
No, I think that's where you're gonna sleep, and we're gonna sleep in our respective beds. And
What if a scorpion stings my head?
That will hurt so bad. Have you ever been stung by a scorpion before, Jasper? Very painful.
3 times.
Then you definitely don't want it to happen on your head.
No.
This will teach you about not being a bad person and
I'm not a
fulfilling your
bad
contracts.
man.
You're a
You
thief
just
and a
made
bad thief.
decision. That's all.
I haven't stole nothing yet.
Nope, but you tried so ineptly that we all caught you. I mean, that's not only a bad person, but it's also a professional failure. Sorry, Jasper.
Oof.
This man uses a lot of words.
Mm-hmm. Is Hurst around?
Yeah, he's laying there. He's laying beside the fire. He's
Okay.
having a hard time going to his feet. And he's coughing, and he's watching this.
I mean, we should turn and we should ask him, Mr. Hurst. I don't mean to interfere with your cough in here, but this man here was hired to steal your specific statue and bring it to the rival digging crew who want it. Now, I believe that ugly son of a gun that he don't know nothing about exactly what it does. But I got this sneaking suspicion that you do, and you're not telling us everything.
Well, it's sort of a conduit for other. I've encountered other materials found in there, and it's a conduit. It attracts the materials, and it could be used almost as a magnet of sorts to help us find our way down there. I've heard of others that have attempted and they've gotten lost.
So what you're saying, sir, is we need the statue to be able to navigate through the mound after we've unburied it.
That's right. That's what I've learned in the years since my time there.
Well, that's very unfortunate that we've lost it then. I suppose
Yes, we
that's
should
going
go
to
back
complement
home.
things.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, my interest in the knowledge is too important for me. I'm going to have to press on, but I understand. I think you should protect Nick at all costs, Benji.
yeah, he's real sensitive, especially to warm weather. He's Canadian after all.
Did Hurst ever tell us how he acquired it?
He dug it up.
Get in the
He
mound.
dug it up at the mound.
So, I mean, Bill's not an idiot, so he's just gonna say, "You don't think it's a bit strange that you got all sick and such when you lost the thing?" I mean, Bull's got like 49 in a cult.
Yeah.
He's superstitious. He thinks
He goes, "No,
he doesn't think things are
It's not unusual.
coincidences.
It's otherworldly. It's haunted my dreams and my nightmares ever since I was there, and it's driven me to take on this expedition. It's called me back to the mound. I have to take it back with me. It's asked me to.
Mr. Hurst, it's communicating with you. Can you try to focus on it and
Oh my
find
God.
it?
Oh.
Can you telepathically communicate with the statue half a mile away?
I guess I could try. That's not a bad idea.
Well, if it's sending you dreams, then perhaps you can find it with
Maybe
your mind.
Benji just shoots him.
Maybe in my dreams tonight.
No
it'll
one will
speak to
find
me.
anything.
Maybe it'll speak to me in my dreams tonight. That's a fantastic idea, Mr. Kaz.
Well, that's why you have me here as your parapsychologist.
I'm gonna have to go get some poison berries and put it in his mouth when he's sleeping.
I need as you're talking, you all realize that it's gotten really dark, and it's like the hours have almost passed rapidly, like almost too rapidly. You all, I'm gonna say pocket watches and such, and you can look at the time, and it's like past midnight, and you swear it was just dusk when you buried this idiot in the hole. But time has just kind of like flown by as you're standing around him, talking and chatting, and figuring out what to do.
Well, I'm gonna go turn in for the night, and she goes into her tent.
All right, Dr. Lucy goes to tent. Everybody else is gonna hunker down. Do you want to take watches? What do you want to do here?
Andy was going to offer to stay up
Yeah,
All
I'll
night?
take a
and just
watch.
say,
Yeah,
we're not
same.
looking to kill you. I can hang around and make sure that no scorpions sting your face overnight.
All right, so do you want
Wow.
to take turns?
Yeah, we'll take watches.
I'll watch with Bull.
Oh, you want to do twinsies, pairsies?
Yeah, I'll watch with
Better
Annie.
Here's
All right. So everybody kind of uneasily goes down for the night. Hurst continues coughing until he eventually passes out. And it's probably like 2:30 in the morning. I need Bull and Benji to make me spot hidden rolls.
Spot hidden. Oh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, I could.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. How much
Ooh.
luck do you have? I can luck it up.
I'll burn. I'm closer. Well, it's actually the same number, wasn't
It was.
it? Wow, look at that.
That's all right. You guys are gonna roll and get a whole bunch next
It's-
week. You're sitting there,
Ooh.
and all of a sudden,
What was that?
Bull,
That was a cool sound, yeah.
you're like laying next to the fire, and something grabs your attention in the darkness out there. You see what appears to be two yellow objects just kind of like floating. They're small, like it's maybe the size of a quarter.
Like eyes?
Yeah, as it gets
I think
closer, it
it's-
actually looks like a set of yellow eyes, and it looks like something is making its way towards the camp. And it's
Hey,
all
Benji.
black. You cannot see anything other than these yellow eyes. You can tell they're bobbing. It looks like something walking on all fours towards you.
Hey Benji, get the old Bessie ready, or whatever the hell its name is. There's something
Oh,
coming.
Bertha. Yeah. Okay. Oh, where? Oh, what is that? He'll send Alf. Alf, go look.
That was the last we ever saw. of that.
Yeah. And so long, Nick the Owl. All right, so your owl just takes off and just glides silently into the night.
High in the air. Okay. It's not like land
Circling around.
gliding.
Yeah, but it can't like, caw, it's this. It can't tell you what's going on. So
Yeah, but it can like follow it to see
your
if it
bird
actually
just
is-
flies in the air. Sure, it's circling. All of a sudden, Nick's circling the area. And
I'll good.
These eyes seem to be getting closer and closer to the camp. Like, it's got a steady pace, and it's not breaking pace whatsoever.
Yeah, I'll try and wake up Kaz and Annie. Not really the doctor. I don't think she's gonna be useful. So that's the last person I wake up.
So you're not waking up Lucy?
I mean, maybe like
got a
at the
pistol.
end.
Geez,
Kaz-
time for our shift.
There's eyes. I'm pointing.
Ooh,
Look
that's
Look at Alf.
That's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. He pulls out his notebook and his Mauser. He's like, notes and or bullets. Who knows?
Andy
Yeah.
was going to go over to the tent and like poke the shotgun through the
To
tent.
the canvas.
Yeah.
All right, you're woken up by a shotgun poking you, Lucy.
Okay. Yeah, Lucy wakes up and she grabs a couple of her she grabs all of her newly acquired things, her sword, her gun, and a bottle of alcohol that she's stuffed some cloth into as she comes out Six thinking that there is indeed an ambush going to happen.
Pistol one hand, Molotov cocktail in the other. I love it.
Yeah.
I want to like tell everyone to position ourselves behind this greasy guy so that he's the first thing that the creature would have walked towards.
This guy?
Head poking
Bull,
up.
My name
will
is
make
Jasper.
sure he's frontlining. Yeah,
My name
Bull
is
will,
Jasper.
You're gonna
frontline.
protect Jasper?
He's like,
Yeah, I think Bull would.
what?
Yeah.
What is that? What is coming this way?
I will. So I think Bull is gonna like pull his coat off at that point, just kind of get like the carnival muscles out and like the weird brands, and just drop the clothes on top of his head so he won't talk and can't see nothing. I don't want to hear from him. Just be quiet, you stupid old man. Look, young man, whatever the hell you are.
My name is Jasper, and I'm 28
Shut
years
up.
old.
You're about to get your head caved in if you don't shut up. So yeah. Do we see it? Do we see anything better? Like, is it within
And
like
it keeps
the
getting
firelight
closer,
yet?
and it's bobbing. It's something walking on all fours. As it gets closer to the fire, you're kind of like on the edge. You squint, and it looks like a massive canine or wolf. It's just jet black though, but you can see hair now. But this thing is huge. It's like you're gauging where you're standing, and this thing's coming at you. It's easily as tall as you are, and you're a big boy. Like it's like the size of a horse. This
Okay.
creature.
We got ourselves a big doggy out here. Well, come on in, ma'am. Come on in, good boy.
It just kind of trots up to camp, and it gets to the edge, and it gets like right up to you, Bull, and it sits down. Oh, I lost somebody.
Oh, we lost Aaron.
It sits
Oh
down.
no!
Sits down, and it just looks at you, and its like tail is wagging. It seems,
Hey there.
It's like wagging. His tail's wagging.
and it's just looking at you.
Well, hey there, little doggy. Where are you from?
Doesn't answer you. It doesn't talk.
Does it,
It
have
just
any
looks-
wounds or anything on it? Like, does it like look like it's gotten in a fight or been bit or anything? Does it look like like you said? Does it look like a really really big wolf, or does it look like a dog?
It's a wolf, and it's as
Okay.
big as you are. Now that it's up close, it's the size of you, but it seems very calm. Like it's not aggressive whatsoever, and it just kind of looks at you, almost like a domesticated dog. And it just
Would-
kind of sits there and it looks at everybody in the camp.
Would I recognize this from any of the local mythologies or legends of the area? A creature like this?
Make me an occult roll, please.
Ooh,
Can I get it on that?
Sure.
Get on that occult.
Ooh, I'm really
As
good
I
at
work
occult.
on fixing this overlay. Ah, we're back. Ooh, occult. This thing. So, nothing comes to mind. Oh, Kaz. Yeah, you've heard of Native American legends of local animals, usually embodiments of either that of gods that they worship, or evil spirits. This could go either way, but you've definitely heard of Native American tales of such things. And this thing's just sitting at the edge of the camp, and it's looking at all of you, and then it stands up and it trots over to the horses, who are like unusually calm. And this thing's as tall as a horse, and it opens its mouth and just wraps its jaw around one of the horses' heads and starts pulling it away. And the horse is freaking out. And it looks over the rest of you, and it's just pulling this horse, trying to pull it off of its tie and into the darkness. And the horse is losing its mind.
Is it Maybell?
It's not Maybell. No, it's not Maybell.
Whose horse is it?
It's
Yeah, I think
it's just one of the horses.
Well, we got to stop that. Like,
Get what the hell?
and now I'll go at it. No one's
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
shoot.
Shotgun.
Oh, yeah, Kaz is mumbling under his breath. He goes, "It must be a Manitou. Must be a Manitou. Could be good, but probably if it's not eating a horse, probably not good. Just shoot it."
Yeah, everybody make
And then
your
he,
Yeah.
attacks. With your various subjects.
I feel like it's about to just go through
it's
them.
totally like just focused on yanking and pulling this horse away.
all right, Kaz will
So they
follow.
make a ranged rifle roll.
Benji, your
no.
gun breaks.
Explodes.
Your gun breaks, Benji. Bertha's gone with 100.
Oh my goodness.
It jams, and you're gonna have to repair that thing.
Ooh.
Question is, I'm Molotov. Is that using thrown or demolitions?
Let's do thrown.
Because I have both.
Let's do
So
thrown.
gonna kill the horse too.
Yeah, the horse is gonna. You're gonna be having horse meat tomorrow night for dinner.
In Bull, as Bull will be in melee range, hitting it with a hammer.
Oh yeah, you're
It's
gonna hit
true.
both the Molotov. You might not want to do that.
I got an extreme.
You did get an extreme success. That is a good thing. Okay. So Benji, your gun just click, and it just kind of, you hear the mechanism kind of snap inside. Bull, Kaz, Annie.
Ooh, 10 points.
All of a sudden, this ball
fire damage.
whizzes through the air,
Oh my God.
hits the wolf, and just starts kind of spreading. You don't even need to roll damage. You hit this thing with a sledgehammer, you shoot it with a bullet, and it just kind of like, it hits it, and tufts of hair just kind of come off, but it doesn't even bleed. And it turns and almost looks at you like, why did you do that to me? With look on its face, as it lets the horse head go, and just kind of stares at all of you. I need all of you to make me a sanity check at this point.
Yeah.
As there's no blood, there's no damage whatsoever than tufts of hair, and this massive giant wolf is in your camp.
Is this just from weirdness, or is this just from like some kind of viciousness or whatever?
The
From it
whole
being
situation.
really weird.
I don't
All
think
weird.
my
Like,
heart
a giant
my
wolf
heart didn't wanna
plus
play.
it not taking any damage
Yeah,
whatsoever.
I don't think Harden would play. Cool, I don't.
So when confronted by horror, you roll D100 equal to or under your SAN for minimum sanity loss. Fail and lose greater sanity loss. So did anybody fail? No.
Nope.
You all passed. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Look
It's
at
my
you.
second
just
time seeing
won.
one of those. You know, I've already seen one. So
Everybody who failed loses 2 sanity.
All right, I will use my resilient talent to offset my sanity loss by spending luck.
So we still don't wait. We still take 2 minus 2.
Yeah. So if you didn't pass, you take more.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
by
You actually have to
resisting, you didn't
roll.
take the full brunt. So remember,
Right,
if you
right.
lose 5 sanity or more in one hit, that's when you start having bouts of madness and things like that. So you're holding together, but this is really weird. Like you cannot believe what you're seeing. You've got a massive wolf the size of your horse, trotting in a camp, acting all friendly, and you've just unloaded everything into it, and it's not hurt whatsoever. It's just sitting there looking at you quizzically, like, why would you do that to me?
Kaz
Two
goes
for-
to
for
scratch his
passing.
head. 2 for passing.
2 for passing. Okay. Just wanna make
Yeah.
sure.
Scratches
Yeah,
his
you
head,
still take 2 sanity loss. Permanent sanity loss.
pulls out his notebook, and he starts writing notes. He's like, do you have a name?
Just kind of
No response.
No response. It's
Interesting.
looking at you. It's not panting or anything. It's just looking at you. And its eyes, now its eyes are closer. You can see that there's more to it. Like there's intelligence here, more than your average dog or wolf.
Can I
We
get
have some
close
sort
to
of-
it?
You can try.
Dr. Lucy will, stow her weapons and grab her bag of doctor goods and make her way over to it and look to Kaz and be like, what do you think?
Write it.
Kaz goes, "Oh, this is a very interesting opportunity." And Norse mythology, if this was the wolf Fenrir, you could put your hand in its mouth, but no, you don't want to do that. You would lose your
No.
hand. Wait,
Hmm.
and he pulls a can of beans and he opens as he walks close. He's like, "Would you like some beans?"
Does not react. It does not positively or
Maybe a-
negatively.
Full spirit manifestation. I don't know what to tell you, Dr. Lucy. Can he roll an occult check to get a better understanding of what's going on, or will that help at all?
You already did an occult check on this
Yeah.
thing, so it's not going to further it
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
Well,
Man.
Kaz is doing all that. Can Lucy stealth to try to get closer?
Sure, you can make me a hard
Wants to get.
make me a hard stealth
Okay.
roll.
That's fine. I'll use my talent, Shadow.
Look at you.
Reduces difficulty by 1 level, or gain a bonus die up to your choice. So either make it hard, or I get a bonus die to get the. Did you say I needed extreme or hard?
Hard.
Oh,
Hard
so
success.
make it normal, or I could get a bonus die to get the hard up to you.
No, just make it normal. The other thing you'll notice that, like, while this thing's sitting here, it has an unearthly stench emanating from it. Like, you've never smelt anything like this before. It reeks.
I've got to spend luck.
You gonna spend luck? The 3 luck?
Yeah,
To
at
get
least
there?
I'm spending low luck. I'm happy about that. That's for sure.
So you get up close to this thing, and, like, it
Yeah.
reeks. It stinks. You've never smelt. It doesn't smell like flesh. It doesn't smell like dog poo, wolf shit, or anything like that. Like, you don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Does it notice me?
Let me make an opposed roll.
I also am like, I'm right next to it because I did run up.
Yeah,
to hit
you
it,
are.
So
Uh-huh.
I'm a big guy. I might be giving her some cover.
It does
Yeah.
notice. It does notice you.
It does or does not?
It does. I rolled a 12. I think
Okay.
it's hidden on there, but I rolled a 12. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it just like
Cool.
as you're creeping up through the shadows, it like turns its head and it looks right at you as you try to get close.
I try to put a hand on its like side, if it
As
lets
you
me.
you start to put a hand on there and you feel fur, but it's cold. As you do so,
Yeah.
it stands up on all fours and it turns back the way it came and it just starts trotting out of camp into the darkness.
Well,
would've
that
liked
was
to s-
very unusual.
Yes, it was.
Does
I
it
would have
leave
liked to study it.
footprints?
It doesn't. Good question. No footprints.
No footprints yet. It
Yeah, I was gonna
was
track
about
it.
to pull a horse.
We don't know what it was going to do to the horse. It didn't. Was it like
Yeah.
biting the horse? Like, was there blood, or was it like?
Oh, it
What
was
is the
yeah.
horse
You
doing?
look over the horse now,
Okay.
and it's in distress, and there's blood
like,
coming
oh,
down.
Okay,
its
so it was
face.
injured. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I patch up the horse
Sure,
with first aid or medicine?
sure. You can attempt.
What?
Yeah. You've got stuff to treat wounds, so you don't need to be a veterinarian to use antiseptics and to clean a wound and things like that on a horse or an animal. That's fine.
Oh, I'd.
But
I'd
you can
be,
use animal handling to calm it down.
Oh, I
No,
can roll
I
that.
want to give it drugs so that it was
Oh, you just
calmed
wanna-
down
you
no
just
matter
wanna
what.
Oh, so I'll tell you what. You got to make a medicine roll.
Yeah.
And you're used to administering this to humans, so this is going to be hard.
It's the same thing.
No, you got to do weights and all that. This is a big animal.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
knock
yeah.
it out,
Well,
right? So you're gonna
yeah.
like so the ratio.
How about I do 2 rolls? 1 my science biology and 2
Oh my god,
medicine.
farming rolls. Do you hear this? How about I do 7 rolls and then we'll see.
No,
what
I'm just saying
happens.
to biology to make sure I get the level correct, and then the other one to make sure I do the medicine.
It'll be a
or
hard.
just straight
It'll be
medicine.
a hard science biology roll.
Oh, you got it. There we go. Easy clap.
All right, you do some quick math there, and you're like, okay, this. I'm sure this is it. Somebody want to calm the horse down, or do you want to calm the horse down before administering this? Animal handling.
I would look to Benji while making my calculations. I was like, it would be a lot easier if it was if I could sedate it. Could you
Oh
assist
yeah, Alf is like, perfect pet. I'm really good at this. So I get a bonus dice, but I'm actually not good at this.
me? Ooh. Okay.
Bonus. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, I don't know.
So
where
roll
that-
it, and then just roll another d10, and we'll take the better of the
You can do it
hands.
from the drop. You can
Oh,
do
I
it.
did,
with
but
a
the
slider.
roll
Yeah.
disappeared.
Oh.
Roll it again.
I heard it roll. All right, let me just roll it and then we draw a d10.
Oh
hold
no.
Oh, so you go up there to calm the horse down.
No!
and-
Oh, I have
100%
18. No, look.
Oh, it's an 18. Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
And then I can
Yeah,
spin
yeah.
luck.
Okay,
Oh,
18, 18. What's your animal handling? 5? So you're going to spend the
Yeah.
luck to get there?
So
All right.
13. Yeah.
Horse whisperer over here goes over to it, and how do you calm this thing down?
I say, oh, it's all right, Pony. Don't worry about it. Me and Alf will just distract you while the doctor just stabs you with a needle. It'll be all good.
It starts to calm down and
And then
stomp its feet. You stab it, and so you sedate it. You put it out,
Yeah.
and you can administer healing. But the rest
So
of
it
you kind of
doesn't
watch in
hurt
the
itself.
darkness, and you like this big furry mass just disappears into the darkness of the night.
I wanted to like follow it for as long as I
Sure,
could,
make
and
me
I
a
want to
tra-
see if it just I'm just
Make me a
trying
hard
to find. I know
Hard tracking.
okay.
Actually, it'll start with tracking, and we'll get harder progressively. So start with tracking.
Okay, so and hard on this you said?
No,
Or
just
regular?
tracking. Just straight tracking.
Okay. It's
All right.
PS 56
You seem
over
to
60.
keep up with it using the moonlight. You see this thing like lumbering forward, and it's going at a really good pace. It's going much faster than you can, being on all fours and being so large.
I'm a bull.
And you can make.
Can I call out to it too? I like
Sure.
while I'm doing that, I will call out to it like,
Wait, what are you?
stuff like that.
The thing is, so this thing has never howled, it's never barked, it's never whimpered or anything. And you get no noise. You get nothing, but it does stop, and you can see those yellow eyes. Like it's turned back and looked at you briefly, and then it turns back around and continues to trot away from you.
Okay.
You can make me a hard track if you want to keep up at this point,
Sure. I'll
as
give
its
it a
pace
try.
is increased. Wow, you keep
Wow.
up with it.
Fast.
You keep up. You're running. I'm a bull.
I told you I'm a bull.
So
Can
the
only go in a
gap
straight
is
line.
widening and widening and widening between the two of you, but you're managing to keep track on this. You do look behind you though, and that fire, the campfire, is getting further and further and getting smaller and smaller as you do so. But you're keeping up with this thing.
Can Annie do a roll just to see if she can see where Bull went?
Yes, you can make
To
me
keep
a
him in
hard spot hidden, we'll say. At this range where he's taken off. You've lost complete sight of Bull.
I'll spend the 14.
Okay. You see a rather large man. You can hear every once in a while, I'm a bull from the darkness.
I'm not saying that. I'm just calling out.
Who are you? What do you want? What are you doing here? What's going on?
Because he's frustrated. Because this is the only animal that they've seen. You said specifically that there were no animals, no crickets, nothing, and he's a very superstitious man.
Yeah, and there still is no
Chupacabra.
sound whatsoever. You keep up with this thing for a while, and you swear you're like still up and on it, and you eventually get to a small creek, and that's where you lose all track and trace of it.
Okay.
But the odd thing is, as soon as you lose trace of it and it's gone, you hear crickets making noises all around you. You can hear bugs, you hear flies, you can hear birds. All of a sudden, the sound of Mother Nature has come back all around you as this thing has completely disappeared out of sight for you.
He'll kneel at the creek, take a couple scoops of water, breathe. He'll mumble some like kind of weird like curse that one of the fortune teller ladies probably told him back at the carnival, and then he'll cautiously return as best he can to the fire.
Okay. Yeah, you can see in the distance. Maybe the others are calling out to you. And, yeah. Let's call it there. Let's end the session right there with that encounter. It's a good place to leave off.
Sounds of nature returning.
And all of a sudden, it's almost like boom, like deafening. Like you all pick up and like, whoa. And, like everything comes back. Not just the sound of wind gusting.
Kaz, is that going into your book?
Absolutely. How could I not include that encounter? That was amazing. That was my first encounter with an embodied spirit. And that's what I'm assuming it is, based on it, how it acted and moved and reacted. That's the only thing I can think. Perhaps a Manitou, maybe something else. I don't really know, but it's definitely going in the book.
Well,
I've got to sit down and sketch this really quick.
please show it to me later.
I'll do that, Doctor. I absolutely will.
We should make some hypotheses.
Absolutely.
Hypotheses. Very good. Very good. All right. Yeah. Let's call it there.
Level up. Level up rolls.
Level up. All right. So let's do round table. Let's find out whatever
Oh,
you
yeah,
got this
that too.
week. Tyler, what do you got going on this week? Are you doing some streaming?
I'm doing Probably not. I'm going away until Sunday, so not that. But I am getting ready to start doing a paid for tabletop game soon. So keep an eye on my lovely Twitter, Fool the DM for that.
Very nice.
As that should be where I post about it.
And if people want to see your streams, I dropped the link to your Twitch in the chat there, so they can follow you,
Thank you.
on Twitch and see when you're doing video games and role-playing games and everything else.
Heck yeah.
Jeff, what do you got going on the rest of the week?
Yeah, over at twitch.tv/the Lollygaggers, we stream Delta Green, Impossible Landscapes on Friday. We do Blades of the Dark on Saturday, and we'll be doing Alien this coming Monday. And then over on the Garblag Games channel on Thursday, you can catch several of the folks that you see here playing in a different Delta Green game that we just started up a couple weeks ago. So that's what I got.
Yeah. Melissa?
It's a doozy of a Delta Green game too.
It is a doozy. Tune in on Thursday. Got anything
check all of
to
our
add to
Past stuff out on YouTube.
Yes,
Adventures in
exactly.
Lollygagging.
Evan, what do you got going on the rest of this week?
Thursday we're playing Delta Green.
Delta Green!
When three people were really questionable and the other two were okay. Yay.
I was okay.
I was the other two.
I was the other two. Yes, on Garblag Games, I dropped the link to the chat there for Garblag.
And Sunday, Aliens.
We're back to Alien.
Another Riverbee. So if
Another
you want to see
Riverbee. Face to face with the Queen.
Yes.
Spoilers.
That one of our characters, I guess, is going to solo attempt. I don't know.
With a katana.
Yes. So I don't know what happens there.
I know.
We'll find out.
But come find out.
It's ridiculous. Cold-blooded murder. Come on, Karayan. Don't say that. I had no part in it. You know, we'll go back and watch the stream. Aaron, what do you got going on the rest of this week?
Tomorrow over on Garblag Games, we're playing some Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition, Once Upon a Time in the Old World. Then on Thursday on Garblag Games during the day, 1 o'clock or 1300 British Standard Time, we'll be playing some Modiphius Star Trek Adventures. The original series Klingon Crew is this week, so that'll be fun. And then Thursday night, Delta Green, Sunday, Aliens, Tuesday, back here.
Yeah, more Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, the rest of the week for myself, you can find me Thursday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Garblag Games for Delta Green, and Sunday nights on the Free League Twitch channel for Alien. And that's it for us. We'll be back next week, Tuesday. Thank you again to Syrinscape for having us on here, inviting us on to do some Call of Cthulhu. It's a lot of fun, and we really appreciate it. And we'll see you all next Tuesday. Have a great week.